Hello, and welcome to eClerx Talks, where we explore how brands win on the digital shelf. My name is Adam Curran, and I'm here today with Jamyn Edis, Head of Corporate Data at Take-Two Interactive and Pearson, and we're going to be breaking down what's driving the share of the digital shelf in retail and e-commerce in 2025 and beyond.
Thanks, Adam. Looking forward to digging into what brands need to succeed on the digital shelf today.
Okay, so let's start with the big picture. What are the top factors impacting visibility and conversion in 2025?
And I think that three things really come to mind. First one is that content quality is paramount. It's enormous. Making sure that you've got complete product titles, that you've got high resolution images, that the metadata, the product copy is engaging and it's aligned with what the customer is looking for. That's number one, is content quality. Number two is localized availability. If that product isn't somewhere close by and to the nearest fulfillment center, it's not going to rank higher in search. So localized availability is the second most important thing. I think the third one really is price competitiveness. And we're talking about an environment where a difference of 50 cents can make the decision for a purchaser. And so making sure that you're on top of how competitive your pricing is, which we'll dig into in a second, how you do that, is one way to sway the algorithm and make sure that your product is coming higher in the search ranking.
Okay, great. Yeah, it sounds like brands should be looking at this data. So if we really had to take a step back, what should brands actually be doing with all this data, and how can they use this to stay ahead of the curve?
So one thing they have to do is make sure that you're monitoring performance on a daily basis, or semi-real time, certainly not quarterly. And I think that's really important. The brands that are winning are using tools to track competitive performance and looking at gaps like out of stocks or poorly performing images, seeing where their product is being ranked on search, and jumping in with a better offer, be it on pricing, promotion. We're offering better images, better content, you name it. Content optimization is really important. I think making sure that you have a process, you have a culture, and you have the technology that enables content optimization, whether that's A/B testing bullet points on product descriptions, whether that's tweaking content for things like seasonal changes, right, or trends or special tentpole events.
Right.
That's really important. So it's about being agile and really knowing when to strike. So in my role at Take-Two Interactive, which is a video game company, I headed up our data strategy, analytics, and data science practice. And we wanted to, we had built highly sophisticated data science models, machine learning models, AI models for our sales team to optimize pricing and promotion. And one of the inputs that we wanted was to better understand what our competitors were doing in the market. That's when we partnered with eClerx, and we worked with you guys to stand up what we call the competitive intelligence platform. We were monitoring around 5,000 different video game SKUs from about 300 retailers in 25 different territories, and doing that on a daily basis, scraping pricing, images, metadata, content descriptions, and analyzing that in semi-real time so that we can make sure that our own descriptions and images and metadata tags and pricing and promotion periods were optimized to what they were doing. So we both had our proactive strategies, but also reactive based on what we were seeing from the data. And that's where partnering with eClerx was really invaluable in allowing us to optimize that process.
That's great. So what would you like the viewer to take away from this convo?
So, I mean, if you're managing digital shelf in retail e-commerce, I think there are three main things that you want to do. Firstly, optimizing the content specifically to each retailer. That goes beyond language, but there are different demographics, different sort of brand affinities with different retailers. It could be premium, it could be more value. And so making sure you're optimizing content for the particular retailer, that's number one. The second thing I would say is making sure that you are maintaining competitive pricing. That does require continuous monitoring and updating. And then, as we mentioned earlier on, the local availability really is going to impact the algorithm and where you rank in search. I think the third one is really making sure that you're reacting quickly to shifts in algorithmic behavior. That does require agility, a solid tech stack, solid data ecosystem, and the right tools like the competitive intelligence platform in order to be able to monitor and then react and optimize based on that information.
Yeah, that's great. And I think that last point you just mentioned is really important, right? Speed matters, right? In the way you react to that. If you're not using data on a daily basis, you're already getting behind the competition, especially these days. Okay, and that's a wrap on our look into digital shelf performance for retail e-commerce in 2025. If you're curious about how your products are showing up online or where you've got room to win, head over to eClerx.com to explore our market intelligence platform. You can also reach out to us directly at market360@eclerx.com. So our AI-powered solution, Market 360, takes the guesswork out of e-commerce by giving you real-time visibility into everything from search rank and pricing to content, availability, and seller activity, all in one place. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.